Yes, sir. The 1981 classic Galaga was a huge arcade hit. Everyone loved it. And I'm sure we would have loved to have played it on the Atari 2600, but that was not an option. What we did have back in 1983 was Galaxian, and it played okay. We didn't have much of another choice. As you could see, there was no star field, and it had this terrible orange border around it, which is the main complaint that Atari enthusiasts have to say about Galaxian. But we surely didn't get the sequel, Galaga, for our Atari 2600s. But in later years, we got Galagon, the homebrew amazing hit from Champ Games, headed by John Champo, where you do indeed get to play Galaga on your Atari 2600, and it is phenomenal. Look at the title screen. Saves high scores. This is an attract screen that you get with the game. That's the actual game playing right here, and a nice attract mode just like the arcade. And if you can see your high scores. Mine is 397, 350 on standard. And you get the music. I'm using one hand here while I hold the camera, but it really is incredible, and I'll get back to that. But the name Galaga, when I was going to the arcades as a little kid, I didn't know how to pronounce it. Was it Galaga? I think that's what I called it, and later on I picked up Galaga. And, we really should have had like a guide, like a pronunciation guide like in the dictionary right next to the title on the marquee, because we didn't know how to say these games back then. Was it Galaga, Galaga, Pleiades, I think I call it Pleiades. Well, we didn't know. But of course, Galagon has to be called, Galaga is called Galagon for Atari 2600 for legal reasons. And you get this nice manual. Look, showing the two ships bonded together, laying waste to these scorpions. That is so awesome. It also comes with a poster, which of course nobody ever uses, but it's still awesome. You get the alternate art version on one side, and then this really awesome art, which I assume is original, and it's incredible. Now, since it's called Galagon, people who used to call it Galaga will probably call this Galagon. But I call it Galagon, as in I once had a gal, and now she's gone.
No, you don't understand. It's gone.
Yeah, gone all right. Real gone.
She's gone. She's gone. A little light out of face. She's gone. She's gone.
Yeah, anyway, gone like the wind, as they always are. It's a great game. And let's show some gameplay. It's an incredible game, actually. I don't know if I didn't review this officially before, because I don't know if I can do it justice in one review. In some ways, I sometimes enjoy playing this more than the arcade version. I think it's because I'm playing it with my Atari joystick. Oh, let's get that double fire going. Look at that. That is Atari 2600. Now, I would prefer to have my lights off so you don't get this glare, but trust me, I'm looking at a clean screen. Let's see if we can get double fire going. So fun to play. I play it so much. Oh, Jesus. Well, that didn't go well. Let's try that again. I get a little nervous making my review. There we go. Look at that. Believe me, I got 397,000. I know how to play this game. I recommend firing as soon as the stage 2 or whatever, 17, disappears. That's how I got so far. Now, also speaking of other things, if you select difficulty B, it has auto fire, which I don't believe in playing in this game. I like to play single fire, which is difficulty A. Now, you can do what you want, but I almost feel like I'm cheating if I play in auto fire, because the original arcade game didn't have auto fire. I don't believe in cheating. I once told a girl I was dating, I was like, you don't have to worry about me cheating. I don't believe in cheating. And she's like, oh, you don't? That's so sweet. I said, no, because I don't believe in committing in the first place. And you better believe she's gone.
No, you don't understand. It's gone.
Yeah, she didn't care for that at all. And you might say,
She's gone. A little light out of face. She's gone.
yeah, she's gone all right.
Durability, affordability. Only.
But I just can't say enough about this game. You can play novice, but I always play standard, and that's what I got my high score on. If you don't believe me, I'll pull down. And there's my score on standard, 397, 350. But you can play advanced, and you can also play challenge mode, because John Champo always gives you other options. And in challenge mode, you start with double fire, and it's all the bonus screens. The challenging screens, I'm playing this with one hand, by the way, so that's why I'm not doing well. From the arcade version, and how you lose a life in challenge mode is exactly what's happening to me right now, failing to get a perfect. I'm talking a perfect. If that doesn't happen, well, look at this. Well, they'll give you the song. They'll show you your points. But you want to know how I lose a life in challenge mode? Like that, for not getting a perfect. You got to get a perfect. And I believe it makes you try it again. So that's challenge mode. It's just a great game. The art on the cartridge is incredible. The gameplay is incredible, as you can see. And I wanted to come up with some more jokes for this review, but hey, Galagon, I guess, stands on its own. One thing I will say, though, when I make these reviews, you really can't tell how bald I'm getting. And that's kind of a blessing, but it's really just because of the camera angle. And I'll show you guys this one time, because it ain't good. My hair, it's gone, man. I mean...
No, you don't understand. It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone to hell in a handbasket. That is Galagon for Atari 2600, and it's an incredible game. I think it deserves another review. But for now, I'm gone.